Gatorade not only quenches your thirst better, it tastes better too, idiot.
You're drinking the wrong water.
Gatorade.
H2O.
Gatorade.
H2O.
Water sucks. It really, really sucks. Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. The weekend comes, my cycle hums, ready to race to you. These days are happy days. These days are
Hey, welcome back to another episode of What the Hell Happened to Them. I'm the Venerable Patrick Skeyhill, and of course with me as always is...
Jambalaya Joe.
Jambalaya Joe Vekeman, and of course we have Mr. Van Rensselaer on the audio boards. Thank you for helping us out again, Lev. And what's today's movies, Joe?
Just a singular.
What's today's movie, Joe?
We watched The Waterboy.
We're gonna talk about The Waterboy. Waterboy, our episode today is brought to you by Pajamagrams.
Oh.
If you like some sexy pajamas and you want to snuggle up so much with a lady right down next to you, you better put her in some pajamagrams.
Oh yeah,
if you know what I mean.
I fully endorse these, by the way.
You've been around the pajamagrams?
I've worn them.
You've worn the pajamas? I thought they were for the ladies. But you're saying that perhaps for some men too, or perhaps you just felt like throwing caution to the wind, you know? Is that what you like to do? Were they comfortable?
Hell yes.
You heard it here first, folks. Get some pajamagrams and get them now.
Woo!
www.pajamagrams.com maybe? Is that it? Nope, I'm dead until it's not it. Alright, we'll find out for you.
Alright.
Alright,
yeah.
Joe, give us the plot summary of Waterboy.
Waterboy. He distributes water to football players. He likes doing that a lot. I didn't like this movie, but I want to let you know that my first note, because I was looking at the directors, because when the credits were rolling, I'm like, holy shit! Back-to-back Karachi films. Frank Karachi, who did The Wedding Singer, the same year he did The Waterboy.
Same writer too.
Well, yeah, but
I'm just saying these guys are busy.
Do they really write these movies?
All right. So here's the log line I would give, since Joe has given up on the summary due to his distaste for the movie.
I'm not a big fan of this one.
Is a possibly mentally handicapped, possibly mentally challenged Waterboy gets put under the spotlight when it's discovered how strong of a tackler he is for a failing football team. So, Joe, I like this movie.
What is happening?
In fact, in fact, this is probably...
No, don't say it.
I am. Of the Sandler movies we've watched so far, this is my favorite.
No! This makes me so... I'm very upset.
I really liked... This was Sandler being Sandler. This is Sandler being full Sandler.
Oh, that's
being
whatever.
Full Sandler.
Yeah, he's his first full character.
Right, and I love it. And I love it.
I knew you were going to like this movie a lot.
Like, I'd never seen this movie. I've never seen this movie. I barely remembered it existed.
This is another... I had the VHS tape. This is like in my collection of Sandler films. This is the one I watched the least.
Yes.
I'm not a fan of the spitting into the barrel. That really bums me out.
Here's the deal. I barely remember any of that. Like, you say that, I'm trying to remember those scenes.
It turns my stomach.
I remember it. So it's weird that it bothered you so much, because I didn't even notice it.
I have this big spitting problem. And they do it, and they keep doing the hawking up sound. I'm like, ooh, my ears. I don't like it. It's not funny. It bummed me out.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I watch it this time, I'm like, whatever.
Yeah. So like this in the first 5 minutes, you kind of know. I think like he opens up the note, like he's being nice to everybody. He opens a note and says, "Just eat shit and die" to him.
Oh.
And you're like I like this absurd, this so irreverent, absurd Adam Sandler humor. That's what this adult sometimes. Like when at the end of the movie when the kicker's kicking the football and he turns into the KKK head.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Weird, random nonsense.
I wish we had just a little clip of you enjoying this film right now.
So like,
you probably laughed out loud.
So he reads that note, and he reads that note, and he doesn't even really acknowledge the note and how mean it is. I'm like, oh, this has some potential. This could be good. And then it did not disappoint. I was excited where this character went. And unlike Billy Madison, where he's kind of the same character, except he has these moments where he's clearly very lucid, so it makes me think the rest of it's an act. This movie, he's kind of sticks with it the whole time. He's kind of got that childish, that man-child type thing the whole movie. movie.
His lucidity, are you referring to him being just drunk?
No, I'm talking like Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler would be at that table, and Bradley Whitford would do his weird stuff, and he would stop using words. He'd be like, "Bro, what
gibberish.
And then 5 seconds later, he's like, "Dad, let me run this company. Dad, I can do this. I know what I'm doing." And he's perfectly a normal human being then. But for the first 10 minutes, he's riding a go-kart and he's talking non-words, and then all of a sudden, boom! Now he's a perfectly regular 28-year-old man. So like that was kind of
28.
That kind of bugged me a little bit about Billy Madison. I can overlook it and I can still enjoy it. But this one, he's the whole thing the whole time, and I buy into it a lot more.
This is crazy right now.
I do.
I cannot believe what's
happening.
happening.
Like it, and even this movie too. He starts off. He immediately gets put down on his luck. His girlfriend doesn't break up with him because his girlfriend's in jail. But what happens is he gets fired from the only job that he loves.
Yes.
Being a water boy, it means so much to him.
That's high quality H2O.
Yeah, like that. Like I just like it. I like this delivery of lines is funny. That they're even if they're not meant to be jokes, they come off as jokes. Unlike The Wedding Singer, where they're just lines to get us to the next plot point. He's just having fun with these words and doing funny things with them. That's funny to me.
Can we talk about Kathy Bates for a minute? Did you like her or did you love her?
No, Kathy Bates is great casting.
Yeah,
which is weird because just like Steve Buscemi, she's
One thing
also
like
too good for this movie at the time.
Yeah, because she just did Titanic.
She's Titanic. She won an Oscar for Misery 5 years earlier. Like Kathy Bates, you can do whatever you want. Why are you doing Waterboy? What? Because she just probably wants to have a fun time, I guess. And
she wants to join the
There's like
the
a donkey in the middle of the room. Like I like this random stuff that's just happening and nobody's drawing attention to it. I like it. And that guy,
Captain Insano.
Who's Captain Insano?
He's a wrestler. That's like his
it's like his idol.
Yeah, but yes.
And he keeps calling him on the phone.
Yeah, he calls him up on the phone. He's like, "Hello, Captain Insano."
Yeah, like at least he's like you're doing doing the voice now, and it's making me smile. Like I like it. I do.
I like the character. The spitting.
Who gives a shit about the spitting, Joe? What a random thing that I like a movie for.
When I was younger, I just didn't.
You didn't like the spitting?
No, and like. It goes back, man. Like when we had to do the mile, kids would just be spitting, and I'm like, oh, stop spitting! It's making me sick. Oh man, you're getting to the deep into my soul.
But then, so Adam Sandler's character, it's part 1 of 3 of why this movie's awesome. Then part 2 of 3, he goes to apply for the new job. It's Henry Winkler!
Oh, yeah.
How awesome is that?
Oh, you didn't know it was Henry Winkler?
No, I knew Henry Winkler was going to be in this movie. What a great surprise.
Yeah.
Henry Winkler's just as crazy as Adam Sandler is.
He has the tattoo of Roy Orbison on his ass.
Yeah, like he's going
that
nuts.
That reveal was great.
Awesome. Love that. Henry Winkler's showing up. And then part 3, his girlfriend... All right, whatever. She's like a girl, and you're like, I can see why women...
Vicky Valancourt?
Yeah, I can see why women find this woman attractive, whatever. I can see why she's a movie star. But then, like, he's trying to take the test, whatever, so he gets to school, and she's outside the window, and she holds up a sign. Want to kill now? And I'm like, this girl's hot now.
Whoa.
This is a girl I want to wine and dine now. Like, all of a sudden. So that's part 3. That's what these 3 elements, Adam Sandler, whatever the girl's actual name is...
Vicky Valancourt.
I'd never seen her before. What has she been in?
Not much.
I must find her in other movies now, but only if she's a crazy psychopath.
I'll look her up.
And Henry Winkler. It's the trifecta right there. That's the holy trinity of the Waterboy movie. And that guy who plays that weird farmer who's talking gibberish.
Blake
for no
Clark?
reason.
Amazing actor.
Wasn't he in Community? Wasn't he like that
he's
pool coach guy?
Yeah, he's the teacher who does the pool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Pool coach guy there too.
And in underwear.
I thought he would do something wacky. Nah, he's just doing
Faruza Balk.
What a great name. Look at it. She still holds up. Look at that. What's she been in?
I don't know. You can check it
out. This is Wikipedia. What is this? What do you do? I don't know how to do things.
No, well, I was talking about Captain Insano. Sandler loves wrestling and
like Andy Kaufman.
Yeah, but so and this is when he starts putting like wrestlers in his movies, and he's getting all excited. Yeah, I said great cast. You got Henry Winkler, Blake Clark, Peter Dante, Alan Covert, all of us great regulars.
Yeah.
And so many needle drops. There is a lot of music in this movie.
Yeah.
And they just keep going. The next scene is just
Joe.
doom, 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 doom. It's like, I feel like that's a Karachi, stamp. I don't know. You gotta start talking, man.
What? You don't have things? I'm trying to look up what
I'll just go through my notes then. I'll just go through my notes.
Faruza Balk. I'm trying to see what she's been in. Almost Famous. I remember that movie. Oh, The Craft. I'm a little upset now. That's not as fun.
I said... It feels like an extended SNL sketch. And then I remembered this used to be his... He used to do a character called the Cajun Man.
He did this. I'd never seen that.
The canteen boy, where he loves water when he's with Alec Baldwin, and then Alec Baldwin's rubbing his chest.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Well,
that wasn't really like a character though.
Well, it's just like he's doing the same like accent. It's
but he's probably.
I enjoy it. It's funny.
Do you know that Faruza Balk's trademark is large ice blue eyes? Did you know that?
Great casting.
Did you know that her nickname is Rue? Go on, Joe. Don't mind me.
Whoa.
Don't mind me. You know what? Now it's getting a little creepy. Now she's like the same age as my mother. Now it's a little creepy.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a little creepy now. I'm still going to look, but I'm going to feel bad about it, as I do.
When Sandler is in Henry Winkler's locker room where he's showing the tapes and Winkler's all bummed out because he's like, oh, I don't have my my playbook anymore. And then he's they don't have a Waterboy, and he's just they do a quick shot to the water they've been serving the football players, and it's this gross sewer water. And then Sandler's like, it is imperative that you hire me as your Waterboy.
See, look, I'm laughing right now.
But
it holds up. But
why does he know the word imperative?
I don't know. Who cares? Because he heard it on TV.
Okay.
I'm not.
Captain Insano used it in one of his segments.
This. I've seen probably too many of the SNL movies. Skits turned into movies.
Oh yeah,
and those
that don't work.
And those feel long. And those feel like long SNL skits because nothing's really happening. And I'm not done with this, Joe.
Faruza Balk.
And not done with Faruza Balk. Leave Faruza Balk out of this. Not much is happening, and it's kind of this movie's essentially this movie follows the sports movie formula. It just has this weird sports movie character in it.
That's what I was going to say.
It's like a spoof on the sports genre. So it works that way.
This is exactly what my note was. Is this a parody of football movies or just an actual football movie?
Yeah.
That was
she was in Return to Oz. I'm just saying, letting you know. She was Dorothy in Return to Oz. Go on.
Oh, man. This is getting intense. Did you like the black and white flashbacks?
What, flashbacks to what?
They were just when he was a little kid.
Oh, yeah, no. I remember the flashbacks when Henry Winkler's telling a story about the Green Notebook, and the Green Notebook's still green.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, and
that's pretty neat.
They both had these gigantic afros.
Yeah, that was just what the 70s were back then. That's all.
They were not given any makeup to look younger. They just had giant afros.
So here's the deal. I have no idea what this movie's about. And I'm thinking, what are they going to do with this Waterboy concept? Was he going to Waterboy everybody all the time? And then I thought, it'd be great if they just have him join the football team or something. That's what they should do. And sure enough, 5 minutes later, that's what happens. And I'm like, all right, great. Now this movie's got some life to it now. This could be good. She was in Toll Booth. That movie looks really bad.
Oh, man. This is getting in...
She was in Imaginary Crimes with Harvey Keitel. Look, she's getting some roles here. Things to Do in Devon When You're Dead. Shadow over Dell. The Island of Dr. Moreau.
What?
The Island of Dr. Moreau.
With Val Kilmer and Marlon Brando?
Yes, indeed.
Because if she was in the other one, she would be not even born.
No, 1996, that one. I'm looking at the cover right
Val
now.
Kilmer.
I'm looking at Marlon Brando's fat face. Go on. There's no fish food in heaven.
There was some...
American History X, keep going.
A post,
She was in Family Guy. She was Connie D'Amico. Remember that? I remember those episodes when they aired. Go on. The Sopranos.
Are you
go
sure
on.
you want me to go on?
Go on, The Sopranos. Go on. Deuces Wild. Go on. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Go on.
Yeah.
What is it? Go on. Wild Tigers, I have known. That sounds awful. She plays a mom in that. She's just Logan's mom in that movie, so her career has taken a downturn. And now she's on TV series Masters of Horror, Grindstone Road, the remake of Bad Lieutenant.
Oh, with Nicolas Cage?
Yeah.
That's
Ray
a good
Donovan.
movie.
She's on Ray Donovan. I know you watched some of that.
I have not watched that show. I do not like that show.
I thought that was you. Who watches that?
I'm not a Donna fan.
Who do I know? Yeah, thanks for taking the phone with Joe. Fine.
Yeah,
I don't want to look at Faruza Balk anymore anyway.
Yeah,
whatever.
This is getting intense.
Whatever. Faruza Balk, if you're listening, give me a call, Call.
Do you want to put your number on this podcast right now?
How about you email the show, right? Email the show, Lev.
Oh, do we have an email address that we've set up yet?
Maybe we do. Look for it underneath wherever this is posted. And, Lev will go through those. Right, Lev?
It'll probably be posted on Quixotic.
Lev, stop sighing. And, just give me a call. Just say, hey, I'd like to get to know you a little more. Maybe we'll have some dinner, Nothing. You girl who wants to wind and dine. Maybe we'll go do some dancing. Maybe a little swing dance.
All right, ease up.
Faruza Balk.
She might be married, man.
Faruza Balk, just a night of fun. That's all. We'll just go some dancing. Nothing.
Okay,
Nothing crazy.
in the
Stare
comparison
into your icy blue eyes, right? And you can stare into my watery blue eyes. Maybe we'll make some steamy blue eyes afterwards. I don't know. All right, Joe, you were saying something. What were we talking about? Waterboy? Is that what we were doing?
Are you done yet?
Joe, I don't know. Joe was really hot when she held up that sign. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know. She was like just a regular actress to me, and all of a sudden she holds up a sign about killing people. I'm like, I must know more about you, faruza, balk.
Well, now we know what gets
Or
you.
may I call you Rue? I think we're that close. You know what you can call me? You can call me Skippy. Nobody does. That's not a thing. But if you wanted to, I'd be okay with it.
I'm going to start calling you Skippy now.
You're not allowed to call me Skip Me, Jambalaya Joe. Go on. What's going on? What are we talking about, Waterboy?
I was just saying, in comparison to The Wedding Singer, there are so many good quotes in this movie.
Yeah. No, there are some great lines in the movie.
Kathy Bates saying, because Henry Winkler asks what part of the snake that was, and then she's like, snakes don't really have parts, but if I had to call it something, I'd say that it was its knee. I like cracked up for like a solid minute, and I was like, "Oh my god!" That's a great line.
No, I love that. I usually hate Rob Schneider in his first movie appearance.
This is his first. This is the beginning of the "You Can Do It" character.
Yeah, he shows up.
That just go on.
You can do
forever.
it, and you're like, "Okay, that was kind of fun." And then he shows up again. Oh, that's neat. And then he shows up again. You're like, "All right, now it's getting annoying." And then he shows up 3 more times. And then it's funny again.
Oh, so the rule of 3.
Like the rules of that. So it was fun. The third time was funny. All right. Then 4 through 6, you're like, all right, done. And then like 7 till the end, you're like, all right, now this is ridiculous. Let's do it. Let's keep this rolling, Rob Schneider. But how random was that? And then he's like, yeah, let's kill that guy or something. Like he encourages the mob to go after him.
Yeah, he's like,
like he really turned on that guy really quickly. That was kind of funny.
Another great Kathy Bates line. I've written a lot of her great lines.
Yeah.
You see, my husband Robert, one day back in 1966, pick up sticks. I was just like, what? This is great. Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, what a random thing that is, though, right?
I don't even have a comment for this. I just want to say Colonel
you know what's
Sanders.
crazy? This movie even went so far as to try to add like a psychological outlet for this water obsession he has.
Oh, yeah.
Well, explain about the dad dying in the desert.
Oh.
And it says like if I had just had some water with him, he could have been alive today. Like I'm like, oh my god. That's kind of sad. Like his whole life has been built around his dad dying from thirst and him never wanting that to happen to anyone ever again. And now he's a water boy for life. Like there's something moving about that.
Later towards the end of the film,
they don't have to put that much work in. He could just be a guy that really likes water. It doesn't matter why, but they do, and you're like, this is awesome.
When the reveal of his father at the end of the film that he's like still alive, like when she's like opening the book and like she points out like at the guy that she's with, and she's like, oh, the answer's like, oh, that's my dad, and she's like, oh no, Bobby, and then she turns the page, she's like, that's your daddy, and it's just like this guy, and it's actually the director for Karachi doing his weirdest like Adam Sandler impression, I guess.
And then he shows up at the end of the movie though, the character
with a gigantic gut that is so insane.
Yeah.
This, all right. I like the movie. I like the movie, Pat.
Like,
okay, it turned me around.
You know what I like when like he's on the field and everybody's like afraid of him. Like I like people like they're like screaming and running away
like, please
from
don't
him.
hurt me.
Yeah. They're bargaining to him. Like I like that. There's some good humor you're still in here, and even they do like a lot of zoom-ins. Just zooming in whenever he's angry, and it feels
the little rattlesnake.
It all feels ridiculous and stuff, but for this movie, it works because that's the tone this movie's setting. It's a movie where like who cares? Not like let's just get through the day and let's just have fun. Like that's like I like that in a Sandler movie. Don't take yourself too seriously. Just goof around and try some things.
I have some weird facts about this movie that I found out.
Yeah.
So, Episode 1, The Phantom Menace of Star Wars stuff, the trailer played before this movie in theaters, and apparently non-Sandler fans heard about that and then paid to see the trailer and then left the movie.
Really?
Yes.
That is a weird fact.
It's just weird that people would go to see that.
People are really into Star Wars.
They're really hyped up.
I don't get it, but they really like their Star Wars.
I saw.
Could you imagine? But seriously, could you imagine people doing that today?
I think they might. Like if IMAX, they might do that because they show. That seems.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I think maybe the internet has spoiled them, or maybe the 3 left a bad. I guess the prequel 3 left a bad taste in their mouths. So the
the new one
I
is
can't
really
imagine
getting
somebody
hyped up.
paying to see a movie that they didn't want to see just to see a trailer of a movie.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that anymore.
It's crazy.
It's insane. That was like just a much bigger bubble back then. You never thought you were getting movies that possibly didn't exist. And then out of nowhere, there it was, right there for you. I don't know. I'm trying to understand that phenomenon. That's all.
And so,
yeah,
some of these things might not surprise you soon because of your affection towards this movie.
Yeah.
As of 2010, this was Sandler's highest-grossing film.
So that does surprise me.
Oh, really?
Other than the fact that it's like an upward trajectory, everybody's seen the last 4 Sandler films and really like them.
Do you know what movie beat out this movie though?
In
2010?
Movie? No, what?
Grown Ups.
Wait. So Waterboy was his highest grossing film until Grown Ups? Big Daddy was not higher grossing than Waterboy?
That's my
really?
notes
How much does this movie make?
I think it's the worldwide that did a lot. So yeah,
this movie also feels like a movie that wouldn't do well worldwide. It's a football movie, and also like making fun of the Bayou culture. So like, it's weird that this movie would travel.
It came out November 6th, I believe.
Yeah.
November 6th, 1998.
Yeah.
Opening week, number one opening weekend.
Yeah.
It made $54.6 million.
That is pretty crazy. Even by today's standard, when movies are more expensive, that's pretty high.
Do you want to know the budget for this movie?
Yeah.
$20 million.
Awesome.
It was a huge, huge
No, those
hit.
producers are fucking jerking off in a bathroom with hookers and blow at that point.
And then, so the domestic total gross is $161.4 million.
Yeah, I guess it seems to trail off after that first weekend.
Oh, well, hold on. I got so the next weekend made 29.8. Third weekend.
That's not
It's still number one at the box office second weekend.
All right. In November?
In November.
Interesting.
And then for the Thanksgiving, it fell to the third week.
Sure.
Third and made $24 million. The next week, 15. And then,
I mean, that's a pretty solid run right there.
Yeah,
about it.
it's
right.
a comedy.
And how much does it make worldwide?
I don't think I found that.
Okay, that's fine. I don't think this movie would travel well anyway. So, and Grown Ups might only beat it because of inflation. What do you think? Right? We don't.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised, but you look back. Okay, so you see Billy Madison, you see Happy Gilmore, you see what was the other one?
Wedding Singer.
Right? You see those
the one
movies.
We just.
I know. You see those movies, and then I could just see this, especially since Wedding Singer came out that year. And that was a big deal movie. You could just see this. Oh, Adam Sandler's in a different movie. Let's go watch that, and that would be a huge, huge hit.
Yeah, I really want to. I'm gonna try to look up the worldwide for that because non spoiler for our next episode, but that one made a shit ton of money.
I would have thought Big Daddy was the zenith of Adam Sandler's career.
Hold on. Let me just double check that
Waterboy
fact.
just feels like a little too weird for most people. Big Daddy's a very mainstream type movie.
Yeah.
So unless people saw Waterboy, didn't like Waterboy, and that hurt Adam Sandler's stock for Big Daddy, it just seems unlikely. That's all.
This is a really weird line that I loved. There was just at that football rally right after they won their little whatever championship before the big game.
Yeah.
This some girl from the opposing team, one of the cheerleaders or whatever, comes up and she's like, "Kick his water-loving ass, Greg." I love that line.
Yeah, it was weird that he starts beating up people on the team because they're practicing with him.
Oh,
and people are still making fun of him on that team. Like, he has he and the quarterback have that fight. Like that big tension they have for a lot more. I'm like, stop making fun of him. He's clearly gonna beat people up a lot. Leave him alone. Yeah.
Also, I want to retract what I just said. I don't know where that fact came from. That's a dumb fact that doesn't exist.
Okay.
Because this movie.
The fact about the movie grossing.
Yeah. I don't know.
Great. I'm glad we had a 5-minute conversation about lies, Joe.
No. I'm glad we corrected it though before this went out.
Faruza Balk. I hope that you don't.
The worldwide gross.
For that, I was not involved.
Because you're really. How you were talking about how the foreign market would work?
Yeah.
They only made $24 million for him.
Okay, I 100% believe that. I totally do.
Worldwide, it did 185.
Yeah,
so that it is his highest grossing film so far.
Yeah.
But until his next film.
Yeah. That film I think would travel.
I don't know. That's a dumb fact. I want to hate those people right now that I found that from. So yeah.
Well, just check your sources, Joe. Check your sources. So here's the deal. Here's the concession I will give you. I like the character. I liked all the weird stuff, all the weird humor. But this movie, despite being 90 minutes, does feel long.
Oh, yeah,
It
no.
feels real. It's not just that third act.
It has a weird third act.
That third act is just the football game.
And it goes on for like a half hour.
Oh my god, it goes on forever. And every single plot thread is being solved right then and there.
Yeah.
Scriptwriters, Mr. Hurley, is that his name? Mr. Hurley?
Hurley.
Mr. Hurley,
Tim Hurley
you
and
can
Adam
resolve
Sandler.
some of these things just a little earlier. You could do that. It is okay. Do not be afraid to, tidy things up towards the end of the second act so that your third act can really just go smooth. But his fight with the quarterback's over. His fight with the guy on the opposing team is over. His fight with the coach and the other coach's fight with the coach, that's all over. So much you're trying to fit into this game. And it's just the second half we're watching. Oh my god, it doesn't end.
Yeah, I had an issue with that.
But then the kicker kicks the
Yeah, they won you back over.
Okay, fine. All right, you got me back, movie. Well done. And then the football game's over and it ends pretty quickly. They have a wedding, and then Bob Schneider comes back and he goes, "You can do it." Hilarious.
Take this fact with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Also, this was once the highest-grossing sports comedy until The Blind Side beat it out.
The Blind Side is a sports comedy?
Right? Weird fact.
That's a comedy?
Yeah, right? Weird fact.
I call shenanigans.
I would call...
Check your sources. I call shenanigans
I wrote that down.
The Blind Side is a sports comedy.
Yep, right? I want to see Sandra Bullock make some funny jokes in that movie. We should watch All About Steve, by the way.
It's so clearly a drama.
Just want to go through some quick lines that I loved.
Yeah.
So there's a part where Kathy Bates and Faruza Balk. I don't want to get started on that again.
Oh yeah,
but
Faruza
she has
Balk.
a really
How you
great
doing
line.
there?
She has a really great line because they're both like fighting for like Adam Sandler's affection.
Yeah.
And his Kathy Bates says he wears happens to wear pajamas that have deputy dog on them, and then Vicky Valancourt says, "I happen to find Deputy Dog very, very sexy." That's great.
Then she calls it like the bedwetting.
Yeah.
And then we cut immediately to disgusting sheets. Awesome. This is like a funny adult sort of type stuff. Like, I like it. Like, it works. Like, Adam Sandler, that's what I want you to do. Are you listening? Is he listening, Lev? No, I'm being told he's not. Adam Sandler, if you ever end up listening to this at some point, yeah, do more like, come on, Adam Sandler, remember this? I know your kids can't watch it, but they're gonna get older, Adam Sandler, and then they can watch it, right? And then they'll laugh with all their buddies. Like, this will be funny, and we'll stand the test of time, Adam Sandler.
All right, two more things, and then we'll wrap up. Another great line was, "Mama said alligators are ordinary because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush."
Yes. And then he yells at his mom at the end. He's like, "It's because of them Angela." Like, and then he storms out. That's funny. I don't know why. It's so dumb. And I feel like if anyone is listening and you look down on me and find this movie funny, I don't blame you. I really don't. And I'm a little embarrassed that I like this movie as much as I did. I'm totally shocked that I did. But I do. I have to admit it. I'm out and I'm proud. I like The Waterboy.
And then my last thing that I noticed from The Wedding Singer and Waterboy, same director, Frank Caracci.
Yeah.
Both these movies end in weddings. It made more sense for The Wedding Singer, but this movie just goes right into
that's like a
getting
comedy
married.
thing. A lot of Shakespeare comedies end in weddings too.
It was like the football game, and then 5 seconds later, wedding.
It's like an old maxim. Like in a comedy, the guy gets the girl. In tragedy, the guy loses the girl. That's sort of what it,
Yep.
That's what I got. All right, so what are your final thoughts then, Joe?
My final thoughts are, I've come around. I don't know how I feel about Faruza Balk right now. But
don't let me... Listen, Joe, it's very important that you understand. She's mine.
Yeah,
you can't have her. Don't try.
Yeah.
Joe. I'll grab a fork and I'll gouge out your eyes. She won't love you then.
The door is open.
Okay.
The door is open.
Right. Go on with your final thoughts, Joe.
My final thoughts, there are some great one-liners in this movie, and I'm very happy for that. And yes, I know I came on a little hard with this because of the spitting, but you know what? I'll look past it.
How quickly, in like 30 minutes, you've changed your tune so fully.
Because I was looking through my notes, I'm like, okay, this movie is very funny. Yeah, no, I like it.
It is.
It's a good movie.
It's a funny movie.
What are your final thoughts?
My final thoughts, I'm saying, like, go back to do some more of these movies, right? Dude, play around with the camera work, have some fun on set. Just do it, right? You don't have to take yourself so seriously. Don't worry about playing the straight man, right? Make some of these. This could be your thing. Charlie Chaplin had his anti-establishment time humor.
Hold up! Did you just compare Adam Sandler to Charlie Chaplin?
No, I'm not.
You just angered like a million.
I'm just talking about trying to find your comic niche. That's all.
Okay.
Charlie Chaplin has that niche. Buster Keaton has his great stone face reaction niche. This could be your niche. Just dumb, childish, absurdist, ridiculous humor. and own it, Adam Sandler. This is inside you. Joe has shown me some of your commentaries. I know you like to make this type of humor. Just do it. I know you don't care what other people think, so just do it, Adam Sandler. Those are my final thoughts to you.
We love you.
Adam Sandler, go do it. All right, so I'd like to thank Laverne Rensselaer for watching the boards. Thank you, Laverne Rensselaer. And I'd like to thank our sponsors, Pajamagrams.
I still stand by them.
Faruza Bulk, if you want to grab a pair of Pajamagrams, maybe we meet up somewhere, maybe like a local park or a
Okay.
Pajamagrams might be just the thing to make that night so steamy for your
I'm feeling very uncomfortable right now.
All right, and then of course Joe, thanks for joining us as well. Joe,
thank you for joining us, Pat.
Joe, of course, he's inventor of the sky. He has invented the sky above us, so if you enjoy looking up and seeing blue, that's Joe. So go look on his website, www.theskyisgreat.com.
And we know the sky is my limit.
And of course, I am the maker. I have www.skyunited.com. You can see some of my shorts and some of the one feature I've done.
You should also check out our hashtag on Instagram. I've been hashtagging what the hell happened to him.
Oh yeah, so you can hashtag us, hash browns, that's fine. Hashtag it, and hey, everybody, thanks for listening. Say goodbye, Joe.
Goodbye.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Schlemiel, Schlemazel, Hassenbemp Incorporated.
We're gonna do it. Give us any chance, we'll take it. Read us any rule, we'll break it. We're gonna make...
The chickens are coming home to roost, Bobby Boucher. You reap the fruit of your selfish ways. You gonna lose all your fancy foosball games, and you're gonna fail your big exam because school is
The devil? Everything is the devil to you, Mama? Well, I like school. And I like football. And I'm gonna keep doing them both because they make me feel good. And by the way, Mama, alligators are ornery because they're medulla oblongata. And I like Vicky, and she likes me back. And she showed me her boobies, and I like them too.